My name is Todd McCoy. I am a math teacher here at Sulphur Springs High School that has the privilege of overseeing our firefighter training program. We have partnered with Fire in Texas School, Fire Academy here in Sulphur Springs. They're a nationally and internationally known fire training program. Adults 18 years and older come to their facility from across the state of Texas, California, Canada, to get certified in the state of Texas. The state of Texas says that you have to be 18 years old, you have to complete a firefighter training program, you have to pass the 250 question state certification test, and you have to have some kind of medical training. The program that Fire in Texas offers, I think, is a 14-week program with an additional 2 weeks live training here at the local facility. So students can do that remotely online, the coursework over 14 weeks, and then come to Sulphur Springs and complete their physical where they do training, where they do live fire demonstrations and skills and things. What they've offered to our students is at the junior level, a 17-year-old student, or student to be 17-year-old, can complete that online coursework. Instead of taking 14 weeks, we spread it out over the course of 2 semesters. And at the beginning of June, right at the end of the school year, those students will go to the Fire in Texas School on site and do, like I said, all the physical things alongside young adults that are already out of high school. It's a great opportunity for young people that want to become firefighters or are interested in it, because the ideal situation, we've had several graduates of the program, they will graduate from high school having done firefighter their junior year, their senior year. We have a class for EMT, and they'll which will count for their medical training, and after graduation they will be ready to work in the state of Texas, assuming that they've passed their Fire in Texas assessment test as well as their EMT certification test. But 18-year-old right out of high school can start working for a fire department, earning upwards of $50,000 a year, and have a good leg up on their adult life. So we're really excited about the program. We had 9 students in it last year, 6 boys, 3 girls, that are currently seniors that are taking their EMT class, and several of them have already involved with volunteer fire departments within Hopkins County, and have full ambitions to go work for a fire company in Dallas area, Tyler area, etc. So we're very excited. I think one also is intending on being a firefighter in the military. So, and then we had 3 girls as well. I don't think I mentioned that, but it's not just for young men, it's for young women as well. And we think it's a great opportunity.
Okay. And so you said this would be the second year of this?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. And now you said you had 9 last year?
Yes.
And that not all of those did all of those receive certifications?
The last I heard, we had 3 or 4 that took the test and passed it completely the first time they took it. The test is broken into 4 categories. If a student's unsuccessful in one of the categories, which is commonplace even for young adults that are transitioning to the vocation, because there's a lot of information. One of the categories is hazardous materials, and there's quite a bit of information that goes along with that. And so the student can retake a test or just that portion of the test that they were unsuccessful within, I think, a 12-month period to complete the program. And we've had, I said, 3 or 4 did it 100% the first time. The rest of them, I think, did not pass that hazmat portion, but have gone back. I'd say at least over half of them have gone back and retaken that category and passed the test. So of the 9, I would say 7 for sure with confidence are, as far as the firefighter certification, complete. Now they have the EMT to overcome, but again, that's something that if they weren't successful in completing, not necessarily the coursework, but the test, because it is such a rigorous test, they could go back and do it within, I think, 6 to 12 months and not have to pay a whole lot.
Now, when they take the class here with the school, is all of that covered by the school?
No, it is a paid course, but it is at a discount. Young adults that were enrolled in Fire in Texas would pay upwards of around $3,000 for their tuition, their books, materials, and also the need to rent the personal safety equipment, because they are doing live fire drills where they're having to combat a fire. They have to wear full protective gear, and if they don't have that here, especially if they come from maybe out of state or they're just new to the vocation, they have to rent it, and so there's a fee involved with that. What the school does is the school pays for their books, the school pays for the rental of that equipment, and then they supplement the tuition. So students only have to pay $900 for the course and the curriculum, versus like I said, upwards of, I think it's over $2,000 for just the tuition alone. So it is subsidized.
So it more than cuts in half what
Yes.
they would have to be responsible
Yes.
for. And it gives them that leg up as soon as they graduate from high school.
Absolutely, and we work with them. We have payment plan options, so they don't have to come up with $900 the first day they start the program. So we can stagger it for them.
Okay. Sounds like it's a great opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And we have some students who are enrolled in that program?
We have 3 this year. We have Taylor Foster, Logan Hinojosa, and Chase Mitchell. I believe Chase is already a volunteer with our Bailiff Fire Department, volunteer fire department. Taylor, I can't remember. You've done volunteer before?
I did with my dad, yeah.
You did with your dad? Okay.
Brinker.
In Brinker? Okay. And I think Logan hasn't done any volunteer, but is definitely committed to the program.
Up in last year, I was going to be law enforcement for the longest time. That was my biggest plan, was being a game warden. And then I like, as a person as me, I like to help people. That's my biggest thing, is helping. So, I talked to Brian Fairchild, the chief up there at Arbela, about joining. And then he got me on as soon as I started talking to him. I just learned to love it. It's like a dedication that I just love waking up and doing. I really appreciate the opportunities that he's given me, for sure. And some of the things we do in the course, we do like just all kind of different training. Like we'll do live training and stuff like that with Stewart and all them. We go up there to Fire in Texas. They got a drill field out there by the airport, and we do all just kind of different things. We do ladder training as one, donning PPE and stuff like that, doing face mask and different techniques on how to do ladders and stuff like that. Like I was saying, go over apparatuses and stuff. And it's a great opportunity for these guys too here. They do pretty good. They're working hard at it. We got a lot of things that we can learn, for sure. We do like ladders. We do ladders, knots, apparatuses, how to pump from apparatuses to fire behavior and stuff like that. And that's about it.
6 times this year?
We've done about 6 times. I know we got a few more, and then like he was saying, in the month of June we go in for about 2 weeks to do our live burns and how to learn how to do fire behaviors and stuff like that, how to approach it. And I know we also do our 250 question study exam that we got to pass to get our certification. And as me, once hopefully I pass the first go around, and then I'll be going to EMT school, and after that I'm gonna shoot for my paramedic school. Just get it all done in one go. Just that way I wouldn't have a problem finding a job anywhere. That was one thing that I'm looking forward to.
Ready to jump in and get started.
Yes, ma'am. It's been one of those things, like this particular thing I just love doing. I love being a firefighter. Like I said, I just love helping people. And it didn't really just hit me. I didn't want to be a firefighter for a long time because I didn't think they were so cool. But then as I did it, I liked it a lot. So
So it's just something you got a little more exposure
Yes,
to.
ma'am. My mom thought it would be a great idea for me to do it, and sure enough, it was a very great idea.
I guess mom knows, right?
Yes, ma'am, she does.
Okay. Other students that are maybe considering going into this program or becoming a firefighter, is this something that you would recommend to them?
I would recommend this 100%. Like, if you want to get out and go do something, this would be the thing, because it teaches you right on. And it's also a great opportunity instead of waiting after high school to go and do your fire school. You can do it while you're in high school. I would do it your junior year for sure, and just get it done with. And that way, when you graduate, you have your fire and EMT done. That way, if you do want to go do your paramedic school after high school, you can just shoot right into that. Because once you do that, then you're pretty set. You can go get your jobs up in Frisco and stuff like that.
Nice paying job.
Yes, ma'am. You're nice, like your Metroplex areas, you can get in for sure.
All right, and you said you do volunteer.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
feel like that's really been helpful?
Yes, ma'am. Coming into school like this, I knew some things. I didn't know a lot of things though, and from when I volunteered, I learned a few things doing that, just like how to comprehend, how to listen to commands and stuff like that, and like build a brotherhood with everybody that works there. And it's also something good. If you're wanting to do this, I'd recommend getting into like a volunteer and getting the pace of it. That way you can know some things as you come into this class, because it would definitely help you out.
You get a little background coming in, not quite so green.
Yes, ma'am. There's a lot of things I'm still green in. Like, I'm still learning how to like read things and stuff like that, and how to comprehend it, stuff like that. It's just one of those things, practice makes perfect. You can go do it on the side, like the summers and stuff like that, and then come into this, you at least have a little knowledge of what you're doing, instead of just coming in here, like you said, green. And I definitely would recommend this class if you're wanting to do something like this after high school.
All right, it sounds like it takes a lot of work.
Yes, ma'am. It's good though. I like doing it. I like coming to this class every day, and I'm just ready, like I said, to get it done with and be out working at a real job somewhere.
Tighten these up. Put that mask on before you put them gloves on.
Under this right
There you go. Got it? And then pull these straps over here. What's up here? Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it, I got you.
A lot of people don't realize is that heat and those fire flames can creep in anywhere. So you've got to create
Put these in.
a seal, a really good seal on the face shield and around the head and neck. Anywhere there's an opening is a potential for a burn.
And then that helmet. You just cut in the back. Or you can do that. You can do that. Put it in right here. Just pull this gloves on.
I wonder if firefighters should go home at the end of the day. It's very important they learn.
There you go. That's about it.
Time.
2 minutes. No, I was kidding.
2 minutes and 3 seconds.
No, as long as you
I'm
get it
kidding.
down though. And then
Yeah,
you
as long
can,
as
then,
you
and then you
get
can
it
work
on.
on some speed too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
So how much does that weigh?
Say about like at least 10 pounds on it. If you had the SCBA on it, I guess it weighed about like at least 20.
I think overall it can weigh 85 to 100 additional pounds.
Yeah.
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 Once you don all that on, I mean, depends on how thin and your insulation is inside and stuff like that.